Hi, right here.
Peace and love.
Daddy.
Fe'la.
Delay.
Your boy Fe'la.
Delay is in the motherfucking house, man.
The People's Champ.
The people's motherfucking champ, man. You got these motherfucking internet streets kind of lit right now, man. Got everybody talking right now and shit. It's kind of like an uproar right now going on.
Everybody's got their opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinions.
Yeah,
Everybody is entitled to their opinions.
You have some strong opinions.
I definitely got some strong opinions.
Mm-hmm. And I see that.
It's only strong. It's only strong because of the aggressive approach to me. It's just a response. It's really just my energy is a response to the energy that's being put out to me. You know, so yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about some of the energy that's been thrown out your way and shit. There's the media. Kind of attacking your brand in some form of way.
Yep.
You think they be giving you a fair pull at it or what?
It's really just media following media things, and whatever the platform that media.
People trying to say you can't make a song.
Yeah, they keep saying I can't make a song, but it's a small group of people. It's a small group of people, and it's not even. I mean, it's not even his supporters, because his supporters are they listen to my music as well. So it's really just like a really like handful, a legitimate handful of people.
Right. There's a lot of people really fucking with your movement right now and shit. I ain't gonna understand. Even with battle rap.
Yeah, that was a response. That was a response. I respond accordingly sometimes. You know what I'm saying? When I feel like I don't consider myself a battle rapper, but it's a part of the culture. I feel like, and because of the type of MC that I am, it's only right for me to have to battle rap.
You been called out for that battle?
Yeah, Marley called me out for that one. Shout out to Marley. Shout out to Marley. Yeah, he killing shit right there. Yeah, he called me out. Had to get dealt with. He had to get dealt with. Yeah.
You battled somebody else, dude. You battled somebody else before.
I battled 4 people. I'm 4-0 right now.
4-0. So you really are you taking this battle thing serious?
Nah.
That's just something that you
sometimes just gotta get my feet wet. Sometimes
you like the spot sometimes.
Sometimes you just that's the best place to to let out aggression. Sometimes. And plus I'm very competitive. So sometimes I need to scratch that competitive ego, that competitive nature needs to get touched sometimes. So sometimes I just want to challenge somebody, whether it's through music, whether it's through battle, whatever it is.
Challenge your skills, test your might.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Test your might.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Ain't nothing wrong with sparring and you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know what I'm saying, see how far you could, you know what I'm saying, go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pushing your limits. You know what I'm saying?
You got to. And people gonna be out there to challenge you all the time. So
a lot of people scared to battle rap. A lot of rappers would not get out there.
It's difficult. It's really difficult to battle rap.
Yeah,
like people think it's really easy, but that's why most artists can't battle rap. But then it's also hard to be an artist. So that's why most battle rappers can't be an artist. You know what I'm saying? So the only reason in my personal experience, whenever I have to battle rap, I literally have to shut down everything music. Like I have to shut it down completely. I can't listen to J. Cole. I can't listen to Kendrick. I can't listen to pop beats. I can't. All of it has got to go, and I got to be on some it's just straight battle rap. That's it. It's battle rap, diss records. Just going through the millenniums of whether it's Ice Cube, No Vaseline, or DJ Quick, Dollars and Cents. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just
mean.
It's just all battle, and I have to get myself into a specific mode, and that's what allows me to be a good battle rapper because I put everything into that. Because if I don't, then what's gonna happen is if I don't. If I'm in a musical mindset, I'm gonna find myself having that in my battles, and it's not gonna be as hard and as tough, or bar for bar ain't gonna go the way. It's just a different structure when it comes to
different structure, the way you put together your raps versus a battle and an actual song and shit. And because in the battle you gotta go with your delivery. You gotta really count on your delivery and your wordplay and the way you control the audience type shit. You gotta really act this shit out. Like I'm here, I'm doing this to this nigga right now.
Exactly. Kind of like how I be addressing these media outlets and these platforms, or addressing these the exploitation that's in the music industry, or in the local music industry, or the way
about that, man, because that one got that one right here got the whole had the whole internet shook up.
Yeah,
he says that justice is escort, or not specifically justice, or you just said pay to play is exploiting artists.
Yeah, I did at one point specifically call out RTU and justice to them, and that was probably during a time where probably my ego was in a specific place, and my aggression and my anger towards that system was around. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, but when I talk about these things, I don't mean to blame nobody, because it's not personal. It's not a personal thing. I can't make it a
finger type thing.
I can't make it a personal thing because it's bigger than just what he's doing. People are doing it on a bigger scale. You know what I'm saying?
You're talking about the system.
So all I'm doing is talking about the system. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, he's just like a drug dealer selling crack. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't understand, not just him specifically, but promoters in general these days. Like, promoters in general, they don't see the bigger picture of what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They're only their mindset is stuck in the here and now and the immediate need for money, the immediate need for this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is they're in a mindset of whatever I got to do to get it, I got to get it. And they might be in a positive. They might have the right intentions when they do it, but they're not understanding the system and the scope of it. So when somebody breaks it down to them, it's like, oh damn, like that is exploitation. It's just like people are really offended with words. Why are people offended with words? Like
Words
if I was to,
people.
like let's say I'm just this fucking hair genius when it comes to talking about hair, and you say something, I'd be like, bro, you ignorant when it comes to hair. Most people be like, ignorant, nigga, don't call me ignorant, nigga, that's disrespectful. But the word just simply means you don't know.
I understand what you're saying, but you know,
people have taken these words and they get offended at these words.
You know, it say in the Bible, your tongue is as a sword, right?
No, that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
Your tongue is like a sword to some of these niggas. It's cutting deep. It's cutting deep.
And that's I mean, I get that. That's what I'm saying. People are at a different place in life, so people get offended because they don't understand. But if I call
truth hurts too.
Yeah,
and truth always hurts.
And I get that, but that's the only way we're gonna be able to evolve.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Able to, what they say, we have to have accountability. Huh?
You gotta have accountability because my thing is this: because people are talking, because their main concern is the money. That's their main concern, and that comes from how they were raised. That comes from the system. That comes from the environment. We're all raised to get the money. You know what I'm saying? That's how we're raised. Yes, sir. So every now and then you have certain people who are exposed to different information, and then they end up seeing the bigger picture of things. Like, oh, nah, it's not all about getting the money. You know what I'm saying? So what you know what I'm saying? A lot of the promoters in these events, their focus is the money, and not the bigger picture. Even if you're a businessman, even if you want to be, I just want to be about the business. That's still a bad idea, because any college major in marketing is going to tell you that you have to be able to spend and sacrifice and build your brand. Right. That's the most important thing, because if you focus on just trying to make money, you're going to find yourself stepping on people, taking advantage of people, and doing whatever is necessary to get that money. And now the quality of your show is messed up because your focus is trying to get money. And now, and also your insecurities is involved. You don't trust that these artists is going to bring a crowd. So therefore, I got to make sure I get my money back from the artist. So I'm going to charge you 100, 150 and make sure blah, 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 blah. But what they're not understanding is you can charge them less than that, because I'm not against paying to play. I'm against exploiting. I'm not against labor. I'm against exploiting. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that I'm against. That you're charging more than what you're supposed to be charging. So
you think it's overpriced?
Overpriced.
Okay.
They're being exploited. You know what I'm saying? And then like, if you're for the business, then like I said, you gotta like. When I started photography a long ass time ago, the first thing I did was give out free photo shoots. That's the first thing I did. And they want a photo shoot. I'm taking their clients because I got the quality, and I'm also trying to get some experience.
Do you realize?
I'm trying to figure out, okay, I got to make sure I have them pose this way. Oh, okay, I got to make sure I probably want to charge this amount. Okay, you're gaining experience, but you're also building a brand and a network of people. You know what I'm saying? So now you scrolling down your timeline, and every picture you see, Fe'la images. That's all you see is Fe'la images, and now Fe'la Images is a brand that you trust. You know what I'm saying? I'm not overpricing. I ain't doing this, that, and the third. So that's the same thing with these events. Like you gotta
think that he has built his reputation to a point that he's officially a brand that people trust now.
It's not about it's about
his brand.
The general bigger picture.
The actual festival.
The hip hop festival.
The artists obviously they believe in that brand to a point where they what is this? This is about the 8th festival? Is this the 8th one?
It's the 8th or the 9th.
It's the 8th or 9th festival.
My thing is this. If you are putting on a festival 9 years running, you would think that you would have the funds finally to bring out a top celebrity so that it brings out an actual real crowd. How many people are really out there looking for a show fucking upcoming artists. Ain't nobody. That's not a market that people are really in.
Have you been to one of the hip hop festivals?
I have been to one hip hop festival, I believe.
Did you see how it be cracking? It be popping.
Do you know how many artists sign up for the hip hop festival?
There's hundreds of artists that be there.
So think about that
aspect.
Think about that
artist festival. It's
how
like
many?
How many? A weed festival. How much amount of weed you gonna see out there?
Yeah, but
see a lot of weed in that motherfucker.
If that's the case, who's benefited from it? Who got signed from it? Tell me who from Arizona. Tell me from the hip hop festival where they on they on tour, and this is just somebody that just is a celebrity. Like this person
got signed with by Master P.
Who?
Jay Slug. He got signed by Master P when Master P came out here.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, they got an event on the festival. He brought the Master P. This year, he talking about bringing Death Row out here, man. Death Row supposed to be pulling up, man. You know, I gotta be up in there. The row pulling up, man.
People are good at perception and manipulation. Yeah, bro. Do you know how easy it is for some motherfuckers can be the janitor at Def Jam.
I hear exactly
and be like, yo, from Def Jam, he coming out here. It's almost like this. Let me tell you, it's almost like this. It's almost like being a homeowner, right? And every season, you take all your shit out the house and you charge people the application fees, this, that, and the third to come see the house and blah. And you just got a bunch of people coming to see this house. And you make a whole bunch of money just off of application fees.
But you don't even own the damn house.
No, I'm saying you're a homeowner. And I'm saying you're a homeowner, you take your stuff out and you basically act like
you want to rent it out.
You act like you want to rent it out.
But you just want to get
you really just stacking money off of the application fees.
Yeah, that's a little lick right there, man.
That's all it is. It's an man. There's nobody there moving from these things. If a label wants you, they're gonna get you.
Right.
They're not gonna charge you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do whatever it is they need to do to do whatever it is that they need to do.
Labels now, they want the artists to already be like fully cracking right now.
Exactly. Most.
Be, fully active, already have a somewhat of a fan base.
But that's what I'm saying. There's too many rappers out here. That's like that's trying to make a career out of it. At least I don't mind them.
Internationally, there's a lot of rappers. There's rappers everywhere. I mean,
it's a lot of rappers, man. It's a lot of rappers, and that's what I'm saying. This scam, this pay to play scam, this exploitation is bigger than just what's going on in the local community.
I understand.
It's an American value.
Okay.
This is America does this on a larger scale. A lot of people think that they're influenced by their mom or their dad or their guardian, but then who were they influenced by? And then what principles and values were they influenced by? Right. And the reality is we're influenced naturally by the country that we live in. You know what I'm saying? You got places in Africa where they butt ass naked all the time. You don't got no rapes. But you got a country where being clothed is illegal law and you have rapes all the time. It's because the values are different from America and different countries. The values of money, sex, capital, like these values are the things that we grow up into and we get programmed into. So then we got to get exposed to the leaders and the Martin Luther Kings and the Malcolm X's, and you know what I'm saying? We got to get exposed to them, and then we got to unlearn everything that we was taught in school and whatever the case may be.
Right. I hear you.
So that's what I'm saying. Is this exploit? It's a bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, like the drug dealer doesn't know that he's hurting his community, but he's also trying to survive. He also got a family. You know what I'm saying? He don't think it's that big of a deal. But then when you see the bigger picture and the scope of it, you know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers that quick trip and shit. Like, goddamn, nigga.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't want to make it. I don't want to make it this thing like justice is the guy. My thing is I'm trying to make it to a point where people can hear what I have to say and change it.
Your theory is not about justice. It's about the system that
period.
That's being
this is what I fight. I fight oppression.
This system is being duplicated all over the place where people are making artists pay to play. So you just don't like that scheme of the.
We have a problem as a society of people of living by wealthy class rules.
Right. Okay.
So we scam like the wealthy do, but we scamming each other though. So that's why that system is just like, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They sell us the American dream. Look, man, if you work hard, if you do this, you can be wealthy. You know what I'm saying? And then they create these stigmas like, look at this. Kanye's a billionaire. Oh shit, Jay-Z's black billionaires. And you're not understanding the scope of things like, yo, do you know that $1 billion is like equivalent to $1 million in the 90s? When black millionaires was coming up, that was a thing before. And then it's just all it is the cost of living is exceeded. So that means the cost of goods has exceeded. That means the cost of charging has exceeded. So that means you make more money. Yeah. So that means $1 billion is more accessible than it was in the 90s or the early 20s. Because the cost of living is higher. You know what I'm saying?
Look at how much NFL players and the basketball players get paid now.
Exactly. But they create that narrative so that it keep you stepping on everybody.
It's all about perception.
It's all about perception. That's it. Because you have to understand, like, in order for a wealthy class to even exist, there has to be a mass poor working class selling their labor for cheap. You know what I'm saying? If you go ask somebody at McDonald's, like, yo, you get paid for what you do, they gonna be like, yeah. But the reality is you get paid for your capacity to work. You know what I'm saying? You get paid for your ability. You get paid to live. You don't get paid the value of your labor. There's a value to your labor. You know what I'm saying? And they that's like, you know what I'm saying? We have a minimum wage. Why do we have a minimum wage? I should just get paid the value of my labor. Why do I have so I can make billions? And then what happens is people get, they go up and they, you know, some people they succeed and they get caught up in the system of oppression. They're oppressing everybody below them while they're being oppressed at the same time. It's just a cycle that the wealthy created. You know what I'm saying?
Well, one reason why they have a minimum wage is so you can so nobody can pay you lower than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's how they kind of,
you gotta pay somebody the minimum amount of this much if you go.
That's what they make it seem like. They make it seem like they care. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at first we was getting paid nothing. So now it's like all right, so I want to get paid. All right, here go $2.
$4. Yeah.
Here go $2. That's cool. $2. Yeah, $2. Yeah. Hell yeah, nigga. Our strike went well, didn't it? Didn't we? Yeah, nigga. We showed him. And you not understand. Like, people don't understand. It's like a shirt factory. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you own a shirt factory and you own the cotton and you own the machinery. You know what I'm saying? And then we work for your. You know what I'm saying? Let's say it costs like $2 to make a shirt. You know what I'm saying? But then they charge $3 or $4 for the shirt.
Right. So they only make it half of the amount that it costs to make them.
No, what I'm trying to say,
making $1 profit.
No, what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to give an example of the exploitation in the system and how because they make you think, because we automatically as oppressed people are automatically going to gain consciousness. When you work with people all day, every day for years, you create consciousness, and that's when those strikes and stuff come up. And then they be like, all right, we'll go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, we'll go ahead and up your pay. But as we up your pay, we're also going to increase how much the product costs, even more, twice as more. You know what I'm saying? So they always keep the cost of living at an amount to where it's hard for you to have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 jobs just to survive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why food went up, electricity up, gas up.
Inflation.
Inflation.
We find
a way to get this money out of your pockets.
Exactly. The cost of gold is
now they try. I believe that they're trying to really create a huge gap between rich and poor right now.
Nah, what's gonna happen with any rotten foundation, because America's a young country. Like, it's a really young nation. Like, when you think about compared to other nations of the world, like, we're young as shit. You know what I'm saying? And so what people don't understand is, like, we were built on a rotten foundation, and all we keep doing is what the fuck is that word? What is that damn word? What is that when they create a law for something?
Create a law. What?
Shit. Damn, that shit is in my head.
What, amendment?
Huh?
Statutation?
No, not statutation. I'm high. What was we just talking about?
Shit, I'm high than motherfucker too.
Said we was on the U.S. is a young country. Saying how we're building a rotten foundation. And so now they're going to create. He mentioned something about rich and poor.
I know where I'm at. I still can't get that. I still can't get that word because it's a really important word. And they keep on.
You said you was talking about the creating a law. So a word that creates a law. Another word that creates for creating a law.
It's like building a building on a rotten foundation. And instead of fixing the foundation, they paint the walls. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Or when they add...
You talking about them making amendments?
Not amendments. It's a fucking word, man. It's a fucking word I always use, too, when I'm explaining this. But basically, what I'm basically saying is the United States has been founded on rotten foundation, and all we're doing is painting the walls, adding a window, adding a room here, adding this here, doing this, that, and the third, but we're keeping the same foundation, the same system. And what they're not understanding is, like, when activists such as myself talk about a revolution, we're not saying it as though we're trying to start the revolution. We're saying is that we have to prepare for the revolution, because the foundation is rotten. So it's going to crumble regardless of whether we want it to or not. Because what's going to happen is they're going to continue to raise the cost of living, and there's going to be more and more poor people because the middle class is going to shrink. And there's going to be more people dying, and there's going to get
crime goes up.
Everything is going to be.
When poverty goes up.
You got to look at America like a prison system. When you get into the prison system, they separate you through religion, gang, fucking, you know what I'm saying, race, whatever the case may be. They separate you, and they keep you separated like that. And that's how people, you know what I'm saying?
What you talking about, like stereotypical type things? And
Yeah, but then when you get into a situation like Attica, 1973, which was a prison in North New York, where there was a prison there, the living conditions of the prisoners were extremely inhumane. They were given like a square of toilet paper once a month. Their letters were being either thrown away or being censored and blocked. They were being beaten. They were being tortured. There were so many things that was happening.
I laugh about that shit, but I'll just think about this one second. One square man, Chinese man,
Bro.
Chinese man, hand and butt gotta be small than motherfucker.
Bro, they was doing them crucial to a point where it didn't matter whether you were white, it didn't matter whether you were black, it didn't matter what gang you was in, it didn't matter what religion you represented. You're getting treated the same way. We're getting like completely treated inhumane. So they got to the point where they ended up taking over the prison system, and that's how you see all these movies. It's really based, when they take over the prison, it's really based on that situation. So that's how America is. America is it don't hurt enough. You got too many people in the middle class. You got too many people with the nice little house, nice little job. Dog, shit, it's cool, dream. Man. It's alright, you know what I'm saying? Until you get fired, then you at Walmart at 65. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's situations like that, and they keep you in that cycle. And it don't hurt enough yet. It's not dire enough. You know what I'm saying? There's not enough of us like, fuck it. I don't give a fuck.
So your comparison of this is towards the hip hop festival, or not even a hip hop festival, towards pay to play. It's like this cycle is continually going.
It's through us.
It's not helping.
We're doing this to each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's not out of. I don't believe it's out of malice. Like, oh yeah, I'm finna get these rappers. No, it's not out of malice. It's out of ignorance. I hear and you have to. I say that respectfully. It's out of ignorance.
Doing it over and over
to each other,
not realizing that's not helping.
It's not helping. It's not helping. And it's better for you to do it the right way anyway, so that you can create the right reputation. Because what's going to happen is people going to wake up. More and more people going to figure it out. And they going to look back and be like, that's the nigga that whoopty-whoopty-woo, wah, blah. Reputation done. Like,
what about the artist?
Nah, nigga, I don't get on your show.
What about an artist that's more like that pays to play? But you know what I'm saying? He goes in there with his own merchandise. He finds a way to get his money back in there. So you know what I'm saying?
That's fine, but that still don't mean you exploit them just because they got their shit together.
No, it's not that you exploit them. You using each other. I'm just basically paying you to post up.
Nah.
Let me sit here for a minute. Let me post here.
Nah, man, your focus. If you really care about if you care about the culture and you really care about the big bag, your best bet is to sacrifice. Because that's all I hear is people talking about, well, how they gonna make any money? How's he gonna make money if he blah? The quality. When people came to that show, they didn't wait 4 hours.
Hold on. That's what I said. That quality.
The quality.
Okay, let's talk about that.
They didn't wait 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? They weren't tired. Like, do you go on yet? Hey, when do you go on? Do you ever get them text messages? Hey, when do you go on? God damn, nigga. You went through the artist and made sure you picked the artist that you felt was good for the quality. And if it's a showcase, you have an audition for it. You got to have audition for it to make sure, you know what I'm saying?
Make sure that the
quality of the showcases is good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
then you don't want anybody on the stage.
You got too many motherfuckers that want to rap for 30 minutes or 20 minutes.
What if he want to give me 500?
Don't nobody know you.
Then you want to give me 500.
But nobody listen, you got to understand it's I have been doing this for 24 years. Do you know how many like experiences and experiments I've had where I've rapped for 20 minutes? But it don't matter how good you are, it always went the same way. People, oh shit, this shit hard, nigga. This nigga dope. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh yeah. That nigga hard, man. Yeah. Oh, another song? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Another one. Oh, okay. You wanna leave. I learned that you wanna leave people wanting more instead of giving them too much. They don't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want you. Not only that, I'm also learning that. I'm also learning people are. Shout out to Merge. Too many rappers is rapping with their lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, stop rapping with your lyrics, man. Like, it's not good performance. It's not good showmanship. You know what I'm saying? It's not good professionalism. And then when you really perform, you got to understand your goal is to try to get them to the album, not perform the album. You want to do a couple of your best joints. You want to mix it correctly. You want to, you know what I'm saying, do your thing and get off that. You want to leave them like in the middle of them like, oh, you're not going to do no more? Oh, no, hey, let me get you. I got to come to your next one. They stuck. They stuck. You know what I'm saying? If you rapping for 30 minutes, probably 15 of those minutes, niggas is about to go outside, smoke, or they about to go do this, or they on their phone.
Real quick.
You forget to get they
gone.
You forget to want to go get their information because you're not at the energy that you was at when they started. You know what I'm saying? It's all. I say the stuff that I say because of experience. I've been doing this for a long time.
I know exactly what you say. You say you want to get them up so high, and then I'm out. All right, thank you for coming out there.
So my main point:
shit, nigga, where you at?
Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about making the money. You gonna get there. If you want the big bag and being in the event thing is what you're trying to do, start building up that quality. You want to throw a good show where people feel good every single time.
It's gonna lead up to the money.
It leads up to the money. You know what I'm saying? Because because you're building a fan base versus just having a bunch of rappers on the stage to the point where you like, shit, I really don't need to charge you. Cause I got a fan base that I done built from all the rappers that then came over here. They felt good when they came to my show. They felt good with the host that was hosting. They felt good that they was in and out. Just like church, you want to be in and out respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got too many people. Even with it's all over the place. You got ego all over the place, all over the world, in all aspects of businesses. You know what I'm saying? There's just too much ego.
Egos is, I mean, it's beyond even men right now. You know what I'm saying? Women got egos. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than egos. I think it's a vanity thing right now that's going on with social media. You think about social media. You think about everything involving social media is vanity-ish. It's like vanities have got to a whole another high level.
That's the American values. Those are the American values. That's what they program into us. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like vanities, like this is like a new different type of thing. Exploitation, like exploitation. I would say, like to effect where everybody has a voice now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to work.
The nigga on the corner store got the motherfucker's voice. The bum got the voice. Everybody has a voice now on social media. You know what I'm saying?
My main thing because I consider myself a vet. My main thing is trying to get artists and people in general to just open their eyes and really, really wake up. Like, really wake up to even just the small things that are in your life. You know what I'm saying? And try to get to love. Like, we got to get to love. Like, that's the most important thing, man. It don't matter. We got all this Jew talk. I just seen the video with the Kyrie thing because he watched the.
What happened with Kyrie, man? Because I didn't get it. I've been hearing about it.
He watched a documentary called H2N. Yeah, and it's basically about it's a documentary. I ain't finna say nothing at all. It's a documentary, okay? It's a documentary, and they basically the media is claiming that the documentary has anti-Semitism in it.
Oh wow.
And it's really
anti-Semitism.
But the things I've heard in the documentary are about African Americans being the original Hebrews and Jewish people.
Right.
So on that topic, it's like, if that's the case, then what? Now what? Okay, all right, we are the original Jews. Now what?
Everybody gotta wake up.
But what happens next? What's to happen? What y'all gotta worship us or something, or like?
Shit, give us some.
Now you're talking about political, social issues.
They gotta give us some.
What I'm talking about is the simple fact that people really want this supremacy really bad. And I say that even with my people. People really want this supremacy. Supremacy. You want to be supreme.
They want to be better than people.
You want to be better. This whole world is stuck on everybody trying to be better than somebody. It don't matter what you're like. If I'm the original Jew, what do I do with that? What does that mean? Does that mean I get a check? Does that what does that mean? What does that mean to my fellow Christian or my fellow Catholic or my fellow Muslim? Like,
saying is like, a lot of our culture has been taken away from us.
That's true.
And we're bringing a lot of the brothers is bringing the culture to the light.
But what does culture have to do with supremacy, though?
Culture has a lot to do with supremacy. If you don't know who you are,
there's no culture there's no culture that's supreme.
How could you be supreme if you don't know where you come from? You don't know that you're a king.
Willie Lynch.
I've heard about the Willie Lynch theory.
If you don't know you're a king. If you only knew of black people from the beginning of time of being enslaved, how would you know that you have the motherfucking God-given right to be a king? Not knowing that there was real black kings. Not knowing that you are really God's chosen child. You know what I'm saying? You really God's people. You know what I'm saying? They don't speak about these things when they talk about color, people of color. They speak about in their movies. They show people that don't have no color. So
it's a lot of stuff that people just don't. It's just a lot of stuff that you won't know till you die.
It's like they program us a certain type of way. They program us, and then once you find the truth, you feel like you've been cheated. It's like, damn, nigga.
I get that. I totally get that. I totally get culture and understanding where you come from, and being proud of your culture and whatever your culture traditions are. But to think that you're better than anybody on the earth is criminal.
I don't think they saying they're better than nobody.
So that's real Nazi-ish.
It's real Nazi-ish, right? For real. Like,
we're better than nobody. I think they're saying we're not beneath nobody.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Nobody.
That's facts. And I totally agree with that. My thing is, people just have to get it back to love. Just get it back to love, man. Just if love is the universal, is the math of religion and life. You know what I'm saying? It's just universal. And people are just stuck on exclusiveness and being better than the next person, or loving someone more or less than the next person.
People want to use it the wrong way. We the real Joes, nigga. Fuck you, nigga.
What does that mean, though? That's what I'm saying. There's too many people that just want.
Well, there's 12 tribes of Israel. That's not, you know what I'm saying, that's been forgotten about.
And learning history is perfectly fine. But my thing is the tone.
It wasn't just the Jewish niggas.
But the tone that and I'm not saying Kyrie specifically.
We put the ish on there, you know what I'm saying? We talk about Jewish. You know what is the ish part?
But you got to understand something. The tone that people use is like real supremacy, like.
No, it's
like I've seen plenty of
it's almost like we're confronting them. It's like we're tired of people trying to hide the truth and try to make this try to create this motherfucking narrative like niggas ain't nothing but slaves. Niggas ain't never been nothing but niggas. Black people is the niggas. No,
I get that. And
we had a name and it wasn't black.
And
it wasn't a nigga. We were Hebrews. You know what I'm saying? And they were exposing facts even. That
a lot of our culture was taken away from our languages. There's a lot of tribes that were completely spread. Hundreds of tribes that were
exposing even in the Hebrew alphabet. There's no letter J. So how could a man be named Jesus when in that day, in the modern day and time, in that time,
right?
And there was no J in that alphabet,
right?
You know what I'm saying? They keep on pronouncing having all these brothers' names or all these people that they pronounce it with the J. And how you a Jew when there ain't no motherfucking J in that Hebrew language? You know what I'm saying? Where's all this new shit coming from? And then we come out of the one thing they didn't say. They didn't say Kanye lied.
One thing I say about this is that for one, no. One thing I say, I'm not even gonna touch on that. I don't even want to touch on that topic. One thing I'll say, in my experience with the Bible, my personal experience, is that regardless of the stories, regardless of the situations, nobody can tell me nothing about the principles that were in that book.
Yes, sir.
There's nothing that I have studied that book from a traditional state of mind, and I've studied that book from a real perspective for almost like 8 or 9 years.
Yes,
that I studied that book. And the principles is the most important thing that you're supposed to get out of that book. And the main principle of that book is love.
Yes, sir.
That is the main principle.
Main principle in that book is love.
Is love.
But love will make you do something to a person.
Love don't make nobody do nothing.
Yeah, but for love, you'll protect somebody.
Nothing makes nobody do nothing. It's just influence. I can't make you do nothing. I can influence you.
It won't. Love will influence you to do something. You love somebody enough to make sure that they breathing still.
I get that, but
you don't want somebody that this person that you love.
People have a misunderstanding of love, a real bad misunderstanding.
Love is a form of protection.
But one
love
thing
can make you jealous.
But one thing love isn't is a feeling.
You don't think love has nothing to do with emotion?
No, love is not a feeling.
I believe love has everything to do with emotions.
Love is loving regardless of how you feel.
Well, I believe love
is
love. An action. Because what a lot of people got things with love confused. They think it's just something that you say. You just go around telling everybody you love them. That it doesn't matter what you say. It's something that you do. It's an action verb. Love is something that you show a person. You show people that you love them. You know what I'm saying? You can't go around saying love. You can't speak of love. Love is something that you have to.
Love today is like cocaine has been stepped on 1,000,000 times.
Oh my God. That's horrible.
It's diluted.
So love water the fuck down.
It's like passing an ice cube down a line of 10 or 11 people. It's not the same as it was when it started. Because people, fucking human beings, want to be so fucking exclusive. That's how we dilute everything with being exclusive and want to be better than somebody. That's why you hear people say, I love you, but I don't love you more than I love him. No, love is equal, yo. It's equal. It's equal across the board. It's unconditional. Or I love this one. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. What the fuck is in love? I love you before I even met you. Based on the principle of humanity, of you being a human being, I love you. That's it right there.
You could love somebody without being in love with them.
In love is something human beings have created. That's what we because we like to be exclusive so much. The reality is, I love you like I love my mom.
Yeah,
that's love.
I love.
I love you. I don't love you no more. I don't love you no less. That's love. I might have a different respect because she's done this or done that or blah, blah, blah. But I've chosen to have that respect for her. But at the end of the day, the love that I have, that I'm supposed to have, is supposed to be equal. If I see you, if you're starving and you need food, I gotta the love that I have for you, I'm gonna make sure that you eat. You know what I'm saying?
My love is the same. The way I deliver it.
We want to make people exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't love them like I love, you know what I'm saying? Even God. God is he's the God of humility. And people think God want to be loved more than anybody else. God want to be loved equally.
That's why I said love make you.
And if you're a biblical person, what did they say? They said, what are the two most important commandments in the whole law of Moses? Love God with all your heart, and equally
love your neighbor.
Equally. They forget people leave the equally part. Mm-hmm. So you telling me you want me to love you like you want me to love humans equally to God? Yeah. God don't think he better than the next person either. We have people dilute love and they dilute God. And they make God this money hungry, jealous. I'm a jealous God. You better love me. You better not love everybody like you love. No, that's people diluting the whole shit. That's people. That's humans. God don't.
The Old Testament, God will kill you.
God even knows that you won't even love him like he wants you to, because you ain't never seen him before. So he knows that. That's people though. That's people, Stick. That's people. Human beings do that, man. And I'm trying to get people back to love. At the end of the day, with all this exploitation, with all this two-tone talk, all of this two-tone keep bringing me up in these lives, at the end of the day, I want to break bread and get to an understanding, because the only thing that I care about, and the proof is in the pudding, the only thing I care about is the well-being of people and the well-being of our future as a whole, as people.
So you be willing to work with Tone them?
Yeah, they all know that. They all know that.
Okay.
They all know that, and I'm hoping that maybe
you
with
just
this,
want love to be part of.
That's the most important thing. But what's wrong with
asking for love to be part of the culture?
Sometimes you have to be aggressive with certain things, because people don't get the picture. Yeah, sometimes you gotta fight for it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta be aggressive so that people get the point and they understand
that is not a fucking game.
That it's not a game, man. It's bigger than, like I said, it's bigger than just these local things that's going on. I'm trying to get people to, like I said, come together and be like, okay, well, shit, with the network and the fan base that I have now, I might as well hop on the right page right now and start doing things the right way. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. And really think about that rapper that works every single day and collects his money to put on for these shows, because he hopes that, you know what I'm saying, like people play on people hope. Like, hope is a market.
The dream.
That's a real market.
It's the dream.
That's the dream.
Some artists just believe they just need to be seen. If I get seen, they can hear my music one time.
Like Civilian Like Country. Like Civilian Like Country. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You acting like the people who got the money, and you don't got the money.
Got the money yet,
you don't got the money. So you
ain't got the luxury to even act to behave this way, nigga. You have the luxury to even behave this way.
Yeah, man. So that's all my thing. My thing is just trying to get people to understand, so
like, they can come down to earth.
Think about the quality. Just think about the quality. Whether you care about the culture or not, like I said, any business major will tell you the same thing. Mm-hmm. Brand. You know what I'm saying? And some people got a brand, and they still want to they still think about the money.
What would you think would be the solution if let's say, we're talking about a whole state of people? I mean, this could create a whole lot of
Maricopa County.
If we start if we start trying to decipher who can be in this show, there's gonna be some issues.
Can I piggyback off something you said?
Yeah,
though? Something that
Yes,
you
sir.
brought up. Before you answer that, I think the big thing, like y'all was talking about, is ignorance. But respectfully, like artists are a little bit culpable in this too because of the ignorance. What you said is like, if I'm just seen by the right person, but they don't even know how the music business works. I could be the dopest rapper in the world. If I don't have a fan base, no label is going to talk to me at all.
Right.
So the fact that people are feeding off of that hope, like you said, you can take that same $300 you paid to perform and put a song on Instagram and YouTube and put the same money behind there and be seen by 10,000 more people than you would have. But it's the ignorance of the up and coming artists thinking I need to get on these big shows. When you push your brand, like he was talking about brand, like we were talking about, when you push your brand hard enough, they gonna come to you to perform. That's how it should be. Now, I'm not saying that you should never, take a chance to perform. Like you said, if you're able to put some merch in there, if you got a couple homies on the show, never that. But that shouldn't be the main thing you think about is to jump on shows. You need to build your music first. First of all, you need to figure out, are you even good?
Right.
Test your music out first. See if you are even good. If you even like you.
Yep, and that's why. And not even just if you ain't getting grabbed, you got to keep going. Go back to the lab.
And not just your homies either. Go to strangers because they're gonna give your unbiased opinion. Of course, your homies gonna fuck with your music. They your homies. They don't want to tell you no unless you have some real ones around you. But you gotta be able to test.
To you too.
Maybe so too.
They don't want to be rude.
Yeah, maybe so. But you gotta be able to test
might
your
knock
music
me out.
Number one, and then build a fan base. Number two, right? Yeah. Big old swole dude comment like,
"Hey, what you think about my music? I like this shit.
It's good. This shit hard as hell. You ain't signed.
You ain't, nigga. I need your
real.
number, man."
Yeah. That shit crazy.
You said it was dope.
Yeah.
Debo,
but for real, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Right deep, big.
Stick. Let me ask you something, man.
Yeah.
What's the most important thing in this rap game? The money or the fame? Which one do you go for? The money or the fame?
Can't do nothing with the fame without the money.
Really? So you mean to tell me if I'm a popular nigga, I can't just throw a house party and have everybody come through and I charge for it?
I can make some money with fame. But with the money, I can make way more money. Because it takes money to make money.
How you gonna get the money?
I'ma still have to hustle to get to the money if I get with the fame.
But you just gonna keep making money and spending money to make the money, to spend the money to make the money. When the fame is what gets you the money.
Imagine getting the money.
That's what people get it twisted. You hear that? Oh, that shit is a cliche in the rap game, nigga. It's all about the money, not the fame. Nigga, the fame is the money.
Look at a brother. Look at a brother like Slim.
Hey, respectfully, I've been trying to stop saying nigga. I've probably been saying nigga
Look
this
at a
whole
brother like
podcast.
Slim with Cash Money. Okay, Baby out there, Wayne out there, everybody out there. Slim can still pull up right now to the McDonald's. Don't nobody know who the fuck Slim is. Slim rich than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He ain't out there. He ain't out there like.
But he was though.
You don't want to be out there in the cameras and the light and
You
stuff.
not
respectfully, I would say.
2 seconds, real quick. You talk about money versus fame, right?
Yeah.
Like I agree with what you're saying, but in the same breath, I have to also agree with what Stick said, right? There's a big social topic going on right now that everybody's talking about, the whole Kanye thing, right? All them Jewish people that he's talking about.
I don't want to
You don't have to touch on it.
You don't have to touch
on it. I was only saying it to make a point, right?
Mm-hmm.
All them Jewish people, they don't have the fame. They're not in front of the cameras or none of that. But they have the bag. They reinvest
just because they don't have the fame to you.
Right.
They got the fame to the right people.
Right. To the people with the fame, right? So to the people with the fame, they are just the bag. You are just the money who's investing.
People forget. Do y'all understand that?
Do y'all understand? Recycle and make more money. So
y'all understand?
It takes money to make money, which is why I agree with what he's saying. But without the fame, your money cannot double without the fame. So it takes both of them to come together.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to also make a point. Also,
I know a bunch of motherfuckers that make money because they was popular in high school.
Here's the thing. Here's I'm coming to that right now. I'm talking to you right now, right? Here's this thing. When they said that Ye is no longer a billionaire because he lost whatever endorsements, whatever. Here's my thing, right? Because he was famous, and his potential of making money put him at a billionaire. He didn't actually have that money in his account, but his potential is what put him in the Forbes magazine as a billionaire because of his fame. So fame, yes, fame will bring you to a certain freaking point. You don't need the money to make the money sometimes. Your fame will bring you to a certain freaking level that money cannot take you because I'm popular and I will take you there.
So listen. Respectfully, the Holocaust wasn't a famous situation, a famous topic.
Holocaust is a famous topic.
Definitely.
But
so all I'm saying is people don't understand how fucked up Jewish people were treated even pre World War II. Like they had to have a whole emancipation in France because of how Jewish people were treated. They were minorities in Germany. You know what I'm saying? So people don't understand just because they came to this, like Jewish people legitimately came into this country, took whatever was given to them, and they did what they were supposed to do for their people. Had we been given the same opportunity or the same situation, you got to understand their situation happened. But listen, their situation happened in a modern day. Our situation happened in a time where slavery was okay in the world. But had that happened in 1945, had the transatlantic happened in 1945, the world would have been like, no, that's fucked up. No, you can't do that. And we'd be refugees to Mexico or fucking Africa or something. You know what I'm saying?
Us and them is coming. That's the only difference. And
that true, but to an extent. To an extent, the timing, because it wasn't just them; it was the Italians. The Italians were also given reparations.
I understand the amount of time that we suffered, huh?
I get that,
they talk about they little 10 what they have 5 years.
Nah, you can't say that though because they had
about 400 years.
They had a whole lot of stuff that was happening to them prior to even the Holocaust, bro.
The best Jew out there that want to get out here and get on this politics.
But it's not even about that. That's why motherfuckers
been through what we've been through. Their ancestors ain't been through what my ancestors been through. Yes, they have suffered. Yes, they have suffered, but yes, they have been compensated for their struggles. Our race have suffered way longer and have not yet been compensated.
But it's not a competition.
It's not a competition.
It's not a competition.
Compensation.
Their community is they care about their people. They created a community where they care about their people, and of course, certain things they had because it was a modern time that whatever the Holocaust that happened, it was a modern time.
They were blessed with a large portion of money to rebuild everything that was taken away from them. Now imagine that same portion of money was blessed on us to rebuild what they took from us.
Let me tell you something. Was capitalism a thing before the Jews came to America? America was already oppressed before the Holocaust. Before Jewish people even came to America, capitalism was in full force.
Right. Oppression don't have nothing to do with
it. Hey, why the crickets start going on when it's quiet?
Hey.
That's crazy.
Capitalism don't have nothing to do with it.
But my thing is this. All they were was a culture of people that came into a capitalistic system and they capitalized. The system allows you to do the things that you do.
But they were also given a head start. We are not going to not mention about
it's not called
we are not going to not forget about the amount of money that they were blessed and doused with. All these other races been doused with a lot of money. They took from the Indians and they doused them with some money.
But it's not their. But is it their fault?
They doused us with our money.
Is that their fault though?
Huh?
Is that their fault?
Look, I know it's not their fault. I'm just saying, look, how could we even talk about laying shit out on the scale when you already been given a whole motherfucker?
And this is history we talking about. We ain't.
I'm just talking about.
I'm speaking
I'm just
history.
talking about how could they weigh their situation or even compare their situation?
They're not. They don't do. Where do they? When do they compare?
I'm just saying.
Tell me which Jewish celebrity compared their struggle with black people? Which one?
I'm just saying, if they think that they struggled longer than us,
which one of your Jewish homeboys? Which one of your Jewish homeboys brag about their struggle?
Respect their suffering. They need to respect our suffering too. For 400 years that we done suffered in this motherfucker, we need to be compensated.
Jewish and Jews are two different things. The Jewish
is that
the
true?
white.
They want to respect. They want us to respect their suffering, but they don't respect our suffering.
Then. Correct it. I gotta look that up. I never understood that terminology.
My daddy Jewish.
I thought
We are the
Jews was
original
just short for
Jews,
Jew.
black sheep. Look up the definition.
Hey, I'm Jewish, but you can call me Jew. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that was just some type of I'm going to that
It's
title.
just certain.
It's like okay, you got.
All I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, you're blaming, just like RTU and Justice. You're blaming the wrong people. You're not looking at the bigger, just like Justice and RTU. You're not looking at the bigger picture. There's a bigger picture that's, you know what I'm saying? That's involved with this, and that's what people have to understand. Like, Jewish people they not out here to get nobody. They ain't out here bragging. They ain't out here like, yo, we struggle harder than y'all. They ain't out here. I ain't never seen no Jewish people ever just be like that. You know what I'm saying?
When Kanye brought up what he said, he did not say that he hates the Jews. He said, I hate them only because the way they love each other and the way they structure.
He said he's jealous of them. He said he's jealous of them. I respected that because.
So what did the nigga say bad about him?
There's a whole man,
because he exposed the fact that they don't acknowledge that we part of the 12 tribes of Israel. Sick of them niggas.
When they go DEF CON in a country, what is that?
What did he say? DEF CON.
What is that?
What did he say? He was trying to.
Please, y'all, we're not trying to get canceled on social media. Can we not talk about the DEF CON thing? We don't want to shut us down. I know we're only little, but please, we do not want to.
The man apologized for a reason. The man apologized for a reason as far as the whole DEF CON thing. You can't say stuff like that. Like,
true, the brothers.
That's like me saying I'm about to go slavery on your ass.
But listen, look at it like this. I look at it like
this. I'm gonna be like, what?
I look at it like this.
Excuse me? Yeah, I'm about to go slavery on Africans.
We can add up everything good.
It's the same thing. You can't say shit like that, man.
But look at it like this. We can add up everything good that he said. And add up everything bad that he said.
Kanye does things he don't give you context. He'll just wear a White Lives Matter shirt, but won't give you no context about it.
He said he was taking that shit like he had the Confederate flag. He said he bought that.
When he did give us the context, he said, "My baby mama is white, so white lives matter." That's what he said.
Look, I'm gonna tell you what he meant. He was being sarcastic. He was basically stating the obvious, like,
he said, and then
white lives matter. Like,
they told him that they didn't want to sell the shirt.
It's almost like it was missing. White lives matter and black lives still don't. That's what it was missing. That's the context that it was missing.
Yeah, he was definitely talking.
He wanted them.
Yeah, he literally said my ex-wife and her mother kidnapped my children, and they didn't do shit about it. So white lives matter.
That has said that man has bipolar, and we're not understanding that he's a hurt person.
Psychologically,
and he's a Gemini, of course.
Psychologically, he was trying to put him in a place where we was at, where they could see the white lives.
Let me tell you something. I get that he state facts. But let me give you an example of something.
That he said.
If you take,
just seeing the shirt, seeing the word white,
stick,
and I'm a white. Just imagine just being a white person.
Listen,
I
stick.
see white.
If you take,
yes, my white lives matter. But nigga, when I see a black, I'm black, and I see Black Lives Matter. Yes,
No, I'm
Black
against the
Lives
whole.
Matter.
I'm against the
So,
shirt. Him
it's
wearing
like-
that shirt. I'm against all that. But listen, Kanye be stating facts. Don't get me wrong. But it's equivalent to if you take the slightest ingredient out of poison, out of medicine, it becomes a poison. You understand? So if you don't have context, if you're not careful with the information, that just because you got facts, you could be like a fucking baby snake and just biting all your venom and you die. You know what I'm saying? Like there's things and steps that you have to. There's things that you have to do. You can't just have this wisdom and just be blurting stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be considerate to everybody. We're in a state of country. We're being considerate of people. You know what I'm saying? We don't. Bullying is fucked up. Saying the word faggot is fucked up. There's a whole. Trying to say, you know what, I'm gonna not say nigga no more. We're evolving as people. You know what I'm saying? We're understanding like, yo, there's certain things that just ain't cool like they used to be anymore. You know what I'm saying? So we just have to understand, like, you got to take everybody into consideration now. Like, you have to watch your words. You can't be like, I'm a R word, you know, or that dude is a R word, if y'all know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I heard SPAZZ is a bad word. You know what I'm saying?
It's
so
so
just
crazy
like
that everybody swear to God that this is the realest than real motherfucking world now. And the motherfuckers are so real. But when a motherfucker say some real shit, nigga, here comes the bullshit.
It's like it's not that he didn't say real shit. He just left a lot of stuff out, and the way he did things was just completely wrong, and you can't do that.
What's wrong with being controversial? What's wrong with making people ask these questions? Why are we talking about this topic right now?
Controversial is cool until you cross your integrity. When you cross integrity, when you cross a line,
you think he crossed his integrity in some way?
I can't really speak for him because he's dealing with something. Whatever it is that he's dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his business. All I'm saying is there's just certain things I don't agree with, and it just seems like an unstable situation. That's all.
His insight from where he's at, he would have bigger insight on the Jews. Way bigger insight on the Jews than I would have.
He just need to leave that alone.
Regular person.
He need to leave that alone. We need to leave that alone.
I think like what he said was based off of something that he attained, right? Attaining this money because he's been around these motherfuckers a certain type of way. And I believe that he said something that was real and that it wasn't supposed to be.
I encourage Kanye to go have that talk with them. Go to the Holocaust thing. Go speak to the rabbi. Go do whatever it is their community. Whatever they did with Nick Cannon, go do that.
If we got to go to the Holocaust and all this shit, nigga, come to the plantations then, nigga.
If some white boy said some of the stuff that Kanye did in reverse, like in towards our situation, we'd be like, look,
why we got a motherfucking
look, come see Obama and Mike and we're gonna take you to the TI Museum and the Museum. We're gonna give him a real culture and tell him understand. Look, let me give you because what happens is people read or they watch documentaries. And they get so zealous about the right now information that they got that they ain't went and got the rest of the big picture. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this though. Kanye still 400 million up. Did he lose or did he win?
That don't even matter.
Why the fuck that don't matter? That
matters. Don't matter. 400
million up still that matters.
It don't.
That matters.
You see all the connections that's done with him?
I don't need those connections, nigga. I got money. I can make more connections.
Do you know where that money gonna go in this society of inflation? What I can
do with 400 million
in this cost of living? Bro, this cost of living is gonna eat that right up, bro. His bills, everything gonna eat that right up.
He can make more money with that money. Where? All kinds of money. He don't have to.
I ain't gonna say it's not impossible. All I'm saying is it's gonna be extremely difficult.
But he don't have to be the face of that other money coming.
But you gotta know, bro.
Invest his money in the right companies.
But that's what I'm saying. In the right companies, but where right now in this in the state that he's in, where is he gonna do it? Ain't nobody gonna take on his investments now.
Shit, money. There's always a company that's willing to take investments.
No,
people think that people just own shit and they don't.
Willing to take investments.
Okay, well, for the simple fact that he is buying or trying to buy that new social media platform that he's trying to get, and that Young Thug, I know don't mean shit to a lot of people, but Young Thug was like, here's 100 acres, go build your stores over here on my shit in Atlanta. But Kanye is in negotiations of buying a new fucking social media platform that he was on air with. What's NBC? Who was that big news station he was on with? He cussed out the white man and said, well, fuck you for not letting me talk my story.
Y'all don't know how deep the plot thickens.
Who do you think designed those shoes? Where do they make those shoes at?
Huh?
Where do they make those shoes at?
What shoes?
The shoes that they make
the
every
Yeezys?
day. The shoes that we wear every day. Where
they said they're going to be in Burlington
factories.
Where those factories at?
I don't know, they be all over the place.
In China.
Yeah, they be, definitely in Asia.
You don't think Kanye, you don't think that they accept these American dollars from Kanye?
How he going to market it?
He got money.
On what platform he going to market it?
He can create his own platform.
Who's going to be on it?
Him.
And who you got to market it to somebody?
Kanye put out a brand new Yeezy right now. That's crazy.
How you gonna get it on the internet?
The platform that he is trying to buy right now, there's a lot of people following him on that right now.
Okay, see, that's why my question is, when he buys a new platform, who's going to be on it?
I can't remember what let me look up what the social media platform is called, but they are following him on that.
Like Instagram is a brand. Facebook is a brand, right? There's millions of people on it. Who's going to be on that social media that he's trying to buy? How many? 1,000? 100,000?
I'm not talking about the social media.
Okay.
I'm talking about more of the Yeezy.
Right, but what he was saying was, where is he going to market it at? Because you can't market it online.
Because that's already marketed already. Because it's easy. All you got to do is create his own website. Come to Yeezy.com and buy my motherfucking Yeezys right now. If I was,
You're going to have to put it in the newspaper.
Come to Yeezy.com, buy my motherfucking, buy my Yeezys right now.
It's not that easy, man.
That's what I'm saying. Where is he going to put that at? But where is he going to put that at? Where is he going to put come to Yeezy.com? Where is he going to put it? On a billboard?
He can put it anywhere. Yeah,
where?
He can pay for a billboard. He can pay for all kind of billboards.
It's not that he doesn't have money. It's the fact that how strong this cancel culture is against him. No one is literally going to take him on like that from a large scale.
Y'all talk about that money. Y'all talk about that money like it's wealth. Y'all talk about that money like he's wealthy.
I'm not arguing he doesn't have money.
Y'all think he wealthy?
Okay, y'all. Here, I just looked it up. Here's what it's called.
Kanye West is wealthy.
Yes.
Bro, do you know what wealth is?
Yeah.
Do you know what wealth is?
There's a difference between wealth and cash.
Do you know what wealth? Do you know what that
is?
is? Do you know why they call it generational wealth? The real reason they call it a generational wealth is because there are families.
Yes.
Wealth comes from natural the owning of natural resources, like gold, like rubber, like coca, like cotton, capital. Do you understand what capital is? No.
Brother got a whole island.
Who?
Kanye, he could build all kinds of stuff.
Then how come wealth can't get canceled? You can't cancel wealth.
Yes, you can.
No, you think my thing is, you think you gonna find wealthy people on a Forbes list?
No, he wasn't gonna fight. He can't beat them. He can't beat them out.
We talking about the families who own timber, bro. We're talking about families, generational families who have made so much money off the steel, off the coal, off the mail service, off the airline companies, off of all of these are the actual families who they're basically the ones who founded the natural resources first and figured out how to capitalize off of it. That's why. Well, you can't. Wealth has to be inherited to you. Wealth is power. There's power. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to these things. You can't. The fact that you can cancel him.
Will inherit.
what he's speaking on is
his
old
kids'
money.
kids won't.
And they saying Kanye got new money. What he's speaking on
Right,
is
he got
old
new
money.
money.
That's generational. That's what
There's
he's speaking
always that. There's always that person that starts it for
Yeah,
your
the
family.
old money. Yeah,
Right.
the old money.
Kanye's the beginning,
The new money.
the beginning of his
Yeah.
cycle of generational.
But remember what we talked about
Well,
earlier. Y'all so caught on the fact that he has $2 or $3 billion, and you're not understanding the cost of living is equivalent to the 90s and the early 2000s.
He don't need that big ass house.
All I'm saying,
cut some of that shit down.
that's what I'm saying. He would have to make drastic life changes
Yes.
in order for him to like. But it wouldn't be generational wealth though. It wouldn't be. They would have to. Wealth is something you don't have to. You don't have to work ever again.
You don't think he will make another dollar again?
It's not even that he would
He's
make
gonna
another dollar. It's
continue
just
to make
that
money.
we're
That's
talking.
what
All I'm saying is the difference between wealth. They don't have to live a certain way and have to do this and that and do that. They just born. They're just born.
Money. They do.
No, they don't.
They have to teach their kids how to run their company.
They don't run. Their kids don't. The real families don't have. They don't run. They just have like one person that runs everything. The CEOs. You think the CEOs don't have bosses? These CEOs got bosses.
But some families, some family traditions, like you say, the people who inherit. People want they want their offspring to know how to do the job.
At the top of a dollar bill, what does it say? What is it? Anybody got a dollar bill or any kind of bill?
Trust.
At the top of it.
Let's check it out.
It says, I'll just tell you. It says Federal Reserve Note. What is a note? A note is debt. It's debt. Car note, house note. It's debt. So that paper that you're holding on to is debt. You understand? See, when they first started like paper money, it was really just in exchange for your gold. That's how, because at one point in time, people used to trade goods, and then we figured out that gold is a solid substance that could be traded. So that's how gold became what it was. And what happened was people wasn't about to be carrying a bunch of gold with me. You know what I'm saying? So what happened is people started trading it to banks because the central banks or banks started creating these things like, look, we'll hold your money. You know what I'm saying? Just hold it here, and then we'll give you this paper. These paper receipts, you know what I'm saying? But the problem was you had a whole bunch of states that were doing it, and they were printing out all kind of different fucking, you know what I'm saying, papers and stuff like that. But then also what was happening is they were also giving people loans, and they were loaning people more money than the actual gold that they had.
Okay.
So that means the price of gold got lower and lower and lower as you print more and more money. You know what I'm saying? And that's what inflation is. And so what ended up happening is the central banking system ended up saying, hey, we can fix all your problems, because what happened is the market crashed because the majority of everybody figured out something happened in the paper that some man went into the bank and tried to get his money, tried to get all, the nigga said, I want all my money, all of it. And the bank said, we can't even give it to you. What you mean? Look, we can give you like, you get some now and then we'll give you some later. No, I want all of it right now. Nah, we ain't got all of that in the bank. We got to go talk to this bank and talk to that bank. So then it became this trend. And then before you know it, everybody in the country like, shit, I'm going to go to the bank right now before everybody go get their shit. And then the whole market crashed. And that's when the big banks like the JP Morgans, the Wells Fargos, that's when the big guys came in and said, oh, let's create us a bill and create a centralized banking system, and we'll print the money, all one currency, all one bill, and we'll print it out, we'll control it. The only thing is people think that they think that the United States run these dollar bills that you have. In reality, actual stockholders runs the money. The centralized banking system runs the money. But the centralized banking system the government can't get in there. None of them can get in there. It's the feds.
It's the powers that be.
It's however you wanna say that. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is there's a history of like there's you gotta understand like there's a bigger picture.
I understand.
With the way money and stuff like, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, you know?
When we talk about history and shit, I understand like the history of
it's capitalism, where our country is ran in a capitalistic system, and that's why we have so many problems. We in debt with so many countries. It's gonna get really bad soon, like really, really bad.
People are talking about pretty soon there ain't gonna be no more paper money. Do you believe that's true?
Possibly, probably.
And what would the streets do without paper money?
Cash app each other.
What's
your cash app, my nigga? My Negro?
Hopefully stop posting it all the time.
Right. Your cash app, nigga.
With the money.
But yeah, man. It's
money down the arm, Kodak Black.
You put the stretch on.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of my life basically, man, trying to figure out what helping people means. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was going through religious phases, whether it was going through, you know, whatever it is, political stages, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? I've spent my life trying to figure out whatever it is that means. And so that's what I've been on.
Very intelligent, brother.
Thank you. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
It's very enlightening. This conversation is very enlightening.
Bro, this is like this is a cup.
We got to take a shot real quick, y'all.
What is it?
This right here is a house. Oh, that right here.
A what?
Motherfucking moonshine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. I'll take a sip.
Yeah.
I'll take a sip out of respect.
I done made my cameo for this. We taking a shot.
No,
I'll take a sip.
I ain't trying to end up like Claude and Ray. Salud, my guys.
Ooh, that's medicine.
Oh, shit.
Salud, yeah, that one's nice.
Oh, that's medicine.
That was real nice. That motherfucker went down real.
Don't worry.
Really. That's a nice one. That was nice. That's perfect.
I need the rest of y'all to drink that shit then.
I'm not king.
I'm gonna take one more sip out of respect because you asked.
It's the blunts of brews. You gotta drink some brews.
I did. I took some of it.
Come on now, Fe'la. Come on.
I took some of it. I gotta drive.
He gotta be responsible.
We'll give you some water after.
No, because I want to go home immediately. Damn.
They just drink champs or something.
Right. Nah, man. I ain't got no driver home. Right. Nah, but yeah, man.
Security needs to get home.
Yeah. Other than.
Security said he got you. You gonna get home.
Nah, man.
Come on, man. You just gonna turn it down.
Yeah, we should have gave that to him at the beginning of the show. We should have gave it to the beginning of the show. You'd be all right right now.
Probably.
I should have told you.
That probably would have been
You said moonshine.
It was
pink too. I'm like, okay.
I kind of feel this shit already, bruh.
Stick, stop telling them moonshine. Stop telling them that shit.
Stick not to get a liar. If you're not the police, I can't lie. It's real hard to lie. I can't lie to the brothers now.
Just tell us to drink. Stop saying moonshine, man.
So yeah, man. Yeah, Stick. I really appreciate you having me on this show, man. For real, man.
I'm glad that you came over here.
Like I said, at the end of the day, man, I want love for everything, but at the same time, on the same note, I'm also real about what I believe in, and I believe in fighting for people. I believe in fighting against oppression, and that's on any form. You know what I'm saying?
On the front line during the COVID season and shit. George Floyd. George Floyd protesters and stuff up and down Phoenix. Downtown Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our lawyers is getting in that ass right now still.
Yeah, for real. So we still got some processes.
Yeah, no, it's a lawsuit. We in a lawsuit right now.
Wow. I heard they was arresting protesters and say they were gang members.
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of that. They was calling us gang members. They was trumping our charges up.
Wow.
They was trying to give me like 10, 15 years. Yeah.
You were arrested out there?
Yeah, I got arrested.
Wow.
Yeah.
On the front line, got arrested.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There he remember. There remember.
What happened?
He was out there a couple of times. Shit, man. I to be honest with you, man, I was
out there together, didn't you know?
I was on lockdown because of COVID, for real, like faithfully, like no, nigga. I was like, if I went to the store, I wasn't touching nothing. When I would get back in the house, I would literally take off all my clothes and throw it in the washing machine and try to. Bro, I was doing all the crazy stuff, bro, for months, bro. And then when I saw that George Floyd video, that was the other thing that Kanye was really foul for. Like that was real foul. Like to really do that to that man's family. That's the people I really thought about.
For more money than they sued the actual people that killed them.
Whatever.
I mean,
he literally sat there and said, George Floyd did not die from that motherfucker having his fucking thing on his neck and said he died from fucking overdose.
It wasn't even on his neck.
Keyword.
We saw that.
How do you say that?
Hold up. Y'all forgot the keyword. Said. And that man killed. Huh? We talking about what a motherfucker said out of his mouth and what the actual motherfucker did.
Right, but how dare you?
What has more impact?
No, how dare you?
Me running my mouth or me putting my knee on your neck?
It's called defamation of character and everything else.
That's an impact. He has a brand. So there's people gonna believe it.
Exactly.
They're gonna be like, for real?
What
bullshit.
What has bigger effect on George Floyd? That man.
Bullshit.
You
furthering that man. Leave that man alone.
No.
Leave him alone if you ain't screaming for justice.
Now, as he changed his name, Jay, for him to have a big impact, for him to say that man died of a fentanyl overdose, and not that white man killed him. That white cop killed him.
You're not gonna sue the white man for $250 million.
They already did.
They got like $25 million out of it.
Okay,
I can't say nothing about their business because of what they're going through.
Because why are you're disrespecting his death? Why are you doing that?
Because they also was exploited by Black Lives Matter too.
Brother didn't disrespect. He said he watched a documentary.
My brother didn't die from an overdose. My brother died from that white cop. That's what they're saying. My brother did not die from that.
Kanye or the person who made the documentary?
Kanye and everybody fucking else. Because Kanye, you know better. You know white lives matter.
What if I don't know better? That's the thing.
What if everybody else watched the documentary?
I don't know.
He's learning. He's still evolving.
I just want to say, I don't know why he's self-proclaimed and diagnosed as bipolar. I don't know why people keep taking his word as bond so much as they do as someone that has a mental illness.
The media does that.
Be a popular figure and do something
funny.
Like
the
that.
media does that.
Yeah.
I don't think he has a mental illness.
No, you don't think bipolar is a mental illness?
Okay, and a lot of us are.
A
lot of us have mental illnesses.
But
systematically too.
That does not stop us from becoming who we need to be.
You're being accountable.
I'm not saying that. Be accountable. I'm not saying it should stop you from being whatever it is. But I just think that we put too much pressure on someone who has a mental illness. That's all I'm saying. Now he does have a brand, he does have an impact, and he needs to own. He could have shut up. He needs to really seek help. I feel like he goes through cycles where it'd be 6 to 8 months where he's doing good. He's about God. He's making these good changes. He's being a good businessman, and then he has an episode and he falls out. Yeah. And then he repents, and then he's sorry, and he's sorry. Goes through the same cycle. It's been like this ever since his mom died.
His medicine is missing an ingredient.
He said, "Jay, don't send your killers out to come and get me." And he had the little.
It's just some every.
They put him in a crazy home.
He's on medicine.
No, I'm saying his medicine is missing ingredients. What I'm saying is from back to my original example when I said that. What he does is the equivalent of a medicine that's missing an ingredient. it's a medicine. If it's missing an ingredient, it becomes a poison.
Okay,
You know
I get it because
so all it is he's missing certain things and how to speak to people and how to really shape this knowledge that he has. Right. He's got to shape it correctly.
That was what was wrong with Trump.
Bro, when I first got into church, I was so on fire. I was calling everybody the devil. You going to hell. You going to hell. This, that, and the third, because I was just so on fire about the information that I got. But I hadn't figured out that the real aspect of love and understanding how to give knowledge, and really I hadn't learned enough. There was still a whole lot of stuff that I had to learn to get where I am right now, where I'm careful with my words and understanding like, okay, I can't really say that. I can't really say that because there's a whole lot of people that you have to take into consideration. Man, a whole lot, especially when you're that famous.
I think it's a hard thing for Gemini. You know, Pac was a Gemini.
Geminis, we can't do that.
Kanye's a Gemini.
Man, y'all can do all of that. Y'all can do all of that. All you got to do is evolve and train yourself.
Gemini probably to do it. The quietest Gemini was Biggie.
Fuck it. You better all blame it on the goose.
Biggie was the coldest piece out there, nigga, because Biggie never showed his emotion. You know what I'm saying?
Biggie showed emotion.
He showed emotion, but he did it on so mobsterish to a point that you can't see it. He didn't just straight up make a song like fuck Pac type shit like nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like Pac did. You know what I'm saying? Pac
Biggie was legit.
showed his emotion
heard
on
about
his sleeve and shit. And Biggie moved like
Pac was just young. You know what I'm saying?
They was both young. He was really young. Different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
They was both young. They was just moved different. That's all.
Yeah. Facts.
Man, this is how, man. Let's get into the music, man. Let's get into the music. Hey, my brother, you got a song or you got something that you want to, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and announce it.
Nah, he didn't give us nothing. He just wanted to talk about shit.
Man, I sure looked at my email just now and I noticed I didn't. I thought I sent it because I had a whole bunch of people I had to send music to.
You can send a song right now, man. Let's play some.
Listen, we literally have your
You got a video on YouTube.
No, we got his YouTube pulled up right here.
You got a video.
I'll be leaving soon too.
Okay, for sure.
We got your YouTube pulled up.
My guy got to leave pretty soon, man. We just to get the music out real
It's up
quick.
there.
Just to let y'all get tapped into the music and shit. You know what I'm saying? We chop it up a little bit more and let y'all know where y'all can contact my guy and shit where you can motherfucking find me. And shit, and you know what I'm saying? We're going to be back out. Hopefully, I won my bets today, man. FanDuel, man. FanDuel, man. Hopefully, I won my motherfucking bets today.
I think the Warriors messed me up yesterday.
Man, today.
The Warriors lost to the Detroit Pistons yesterday.
That happens.
It does, but not when my money on the line.
Oh, yeah. With money on the line, that's a totally different emotion.
I'm betting on
they messed me up yesterday.
I'm betting on stats. I'm just doing parlay.
Yeah.
Parlay on stats. I'm just 200 yards here.
What's your normal leg that you do?
I try not to do more than 10, but
God, you trying to hit a Hail Mary. You trying to hit a Hail Mary.
Straight up, nigga. I'll be trying, man. Right.
I mean, it's doable. You just gotta know what you're doing.
It out, because, man,
you gotta build it up, though.
Like today, ever since Lamar Jackson got that damn running back, since he realized that they got Drake over there, Lamar numbers don't went down. Because he don't got to do much now. He had that ball over. He don't got to throw for 200 yards. You know what I'm saying? He could rush for 100 and throw.
How long ago?
apologize for the technical difficulties, man. And shit, we gonna get it right and shit. That's not how the music sounds and shit. So, when y'all want to tap into my guy, man. Tell them where they can find you right now and shit.
Oh yeah, man, you can find me. So difficult. I gotta figure out how to just be like. I mean, you can find me on everything. If you just type in my name, wherever it is in the description, just type that name in everywhere, and you'll be able to find it.
Fe
apostrophe LA space INIKO Iniko. Fe'la.
On all platforms.
Fe'la.
Not Fe'la, but Fe'la.
Not Fe'la.
Oh, correct. I got your performance when he was performing at Correct show. The other one said.
Yeah. Just Fe'la and Iniko.
So I did have a question for you, though.
Preferably
because,
Spotify, because that's where I get paid the most.
Spotify.
Fe'la, we did have a question.
About
with the latest posts that have been going on social media, mostly Facebook, where unknown people that don't really know you, no diddly freaking squat, that are freaking trying to tell you to stay out of somebody else's freaking pocket. And oh, you know what? I liked your music, but until you said what you said, now I don't like you anymore because oh my God, why are you worrying about somebody else? So I mean, it's like,
oh shit!
At the end of the fucking day,
that's because there's platforms like Tone who want to create the narrative and want to make the headlines. Fe'la says RTU is exploiting. Now, if
not even want to say anybody's
that's what you're doing, that's what you're doing. But what I'm saying, I'm calling the system out. My man considers the system. So yeah, it's the system.
Product of the system.
You
but
just happen
the same
to
way
be
they're saying, the same way these little people are saying.
Diss track about you. Who's that?
Who did that?
I don't even know.
I hear you.
I don't even know. Somebody made a diss track on me recently.
The Earl said. That's what he put that on his page. He's like, somebody made a diss track about me.
I know how long I've been doing this shit, man.
Yeah,
you a person like me.
Yeah,
a person like me, you just naturally controversial.
Have you ever performed at one of the hip hop festivals?
Nah, hell no.
Never ever performed at one.
Yo, sometimes I just can't hide the way I feel. Nah, I haven't.
Have you actually met Justice in person?
I have met Justice in person.
And do y'all get along?
Yeah, the crazy part is me and Justice do get along. That's the crazy part. When we see each other in person, it's all love.
So while people are saying stay out of his pocket, and you're just speaking in general of how you feel about what you see going on in the scene, how do you feel about that? I really don't think you're in his pocket. I think you're just speaking in general.
That's people though. People got opinions on social media. They have their perspective.
I believe
now it's not my business or Justice's business to take those random ass troll comments into consideration. That's where your experience of dealing with people who just talk and just want their opinion seen. So I deal with that. I've been dealing with that for years. You know what I'm saying? So that people's words don't get to me at all because I just, like I said, been through.
So who made the diss track on you?
So many times, I don't know. People be trying to diss me all the time. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? People that diss me in my life, man, like
crazy. So somebody that made the diss track and you don't even know this nigga.
Nah, I don't even.
That's some real hater shit.
I don't even know.
Real life. Almost
I want to hear it. I would like to hear it. I like
Who
it.
did it?
I guarantee you it's probably whack.
I heard that
it's probably whack
out there. I'm like, man, where is it at?
If I ain't heard it, it's whack.
But you are.
It's gotta be whack. Ain't nobody heard it.
You are you're nationwide. You're international. You are everywhere.
Huh?
You're everywhere. You're not just Arizona. You're not just the U.S. You're everywhere.
Yeah.
You've been doing a lot of shit. So I really need you to let people know that you're bigger than the small talk, than little petty ass fucking shit. I need to let them know everything else that you got going on because it's not just about Arizona. You are bringing a lot of shit and let Arizona be known to people, but also let people know it's bigger than Arizona.
Well, you gotta know how to market. You gotta know how to stay relevant. You gotta know how to continue to be talked about. That's all it is.
Was this something for you to be talked about? Talking about the situation with the festival?
That's what they brought up. They brought it up and went live. I had this whole live effect
when did these
how
comments
trash I am.
When did this statement from you supposedly come out?
Because I people interview me. Other people interview me, and they listen to it.
It was a new interview or what interview?
Yeah, I had an interview, I believe, with Earl.
Okay.
I had an interview with Earl. He's a dope interviewer. Like he be asking some pretty interesting questions.
Right.
And then they make you think. You be like, oh shit, it's an interesting question. But yeah, people interview me, and I speak on it. Just like when the whole situation with me and Justice happened at the RTU station. Like I didn't think me and Justice had any issue or any problem at all.
Yeah, what happened?
And Lee invited me to the interview, and we was in the little waiting room thing. He was like, "Yeah, what you been up to?" Blah blah blah. Last time I had seen him was literally during the march. He was walking in the march. Okay. He was like, you know what I'm saying? We was, you know what I'm saying?
Protest.
And we was protesting out on the street together for a little second.
So Justice was out there too during the
Justice had went out there for a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? So I said that was the last time I seen him. He asked me about that and a couple of other things. And then I had the interview with Lee. And Lee asked me certain questions about events, and I don't care where we at. I'm gonna explain and say what the real is. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I don't care whose network. And I also said it respectfully, like, respectfully. And I also said it in a careful way, but at the same time, exploitation is whoever wants to wear the foot, and it's like, wear the shoe, and it's like, again, it's not intentionally. But you got to at least recognize and take accountability for it and evolve past it.
Thing is that kind of caught my eye is when him was talking about justice being part of this particular issue being part of white supremacy and all this weird ass shit. It's like, hold on.
Who?
You didn't see that post?
Nah.
Oh my God.
Who posted it?
That's him.
Earl.
Mike.
Earl.
Man.
Call it Earl like a mother while gripping the toilet. He just be.
I think it's safe for all of us to say his age.
That's why they call him Earl. You know what Earl is, right? You know what Earl is, right? Nigga call Earl in the morning, nigga. Earl. Nigga, that nigga be throwing up on the internet. That nigga be, some of the stuff that he be saying be on point though.
Yeah,
some of the stuff that he be saying, he's just a little, he a little outdated, just a little bit. He just gotta, the way his delivery is aggressive. I be telling him, I'm like, bro, you chill, bro. You gotta relax, man.
That's why I'm telling you, like, man, it's just what you saying is real. It's your delivery.
Yeah, man, you gotta come at people a lot, because you gotta take it into consideration. A lot of local people are just people that just be doing, you know what I'm saying, like, it's a little easier for them. But when you're in a certain status and position, you gotta take that into consideration for real.
Right, and you have a brand and shit.
You gotta,
especially if you're trying to build a brand.
Yeah.
You know what? All this old bullshit ass shit.
Can I ask a controversial question?
Right.
Yeah.
So with justice, right? Or RT.
I want to keep bringing this man up.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Go ask Kid. What did David Dash say? Go ask that man.
Or I can just come on camera and state my personal opinion, because I want them to know who's talking. I ain't got no problem with none of that. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn who think what, who got what to say. None of that. Who gonna check me, nigga? You know what I mean? Real talk. You know what I mean? Real talk. Every y'all call Mr. BBE. Who gonna check me? Real talk. Right. So check this out. I just feel like, again, my only look, I have the utmost, I ain't gonna say the utmost. I have respect for justice. Right? I have respect for RTU and the business aspect of things. Yes, sir. Right? Because when it comes to business, business is business. There's nothing personal. So that's where you have to have that conversation where business and personal are separate. So when it comes to business,
that's the problem. That's the problem logic that y'all choose. The society chooses to live with.
Hear me out in full, right?
It's business, not personal.
No. Hear me out in full before you get your issue off, right? Just hear me out. Because my thing is, I'm caught in between the two, right? Because me personally, and this is where I differ when I conduct business in comparison to others, right? So usually the typical mind frame is business and personal is separate. So when it comes to business for the most part, the common perception is it's all about making money. It's all about dollars, right? Hold on, Fe'la, because I know you're cooking in your head. Hold on, because you're my dog. Hold on. It's all about money. And granted, yes, it is about money, right? So the in business is, and so that's where the hip hop festival and the whole pay to play conversation comes into effect, right? If you want to be all about business, and that's what I mean, all about business. Listen to my wordplay. You got to be very particular with the wordplay. All about business, meaning there's no personal involved. It's all business, meaning I don't care about my moral compass. I don't care about my integrity. It's all about business. So when it comes to exploiting artists or taking dollars for someone from you may not necessarily care about it. So it's not personal. Hold on. Wait. Let me get it out in full, right? Again, it's this business, right? So I don't agree with this, which is why me, Darion Cole, BBE, I do my business separate, right? Because I'm going to make money, but I put in the footwork also because I keep my integrity and my moral compass intact. So I don't exploit artists. I actually put in the footwork to bring a crowd to these artists, and I don't charge artists shit to come on my platform. He has the same capabilities to do so. Here's my thing. Can you blame this man for being all about business? Or is it all just you're all so much about moral compass? And this is Fe'la. I'm asking Fe'la to play devil's advocate with Fe'la, right? Can you blame him for being all about business because his moral compass isn't aligned with yours? Can you blame him for being all about business and doing his thing and stacking his dollars?
You have to exploiting. The model of exploiting only works if you're big enough to do it.
But we're talking
The exploitation is something that it only works if you're the big boys, if you're wealthy.
I feel like you're talking on a global
people
scale.
Do the exploitation I'm talking about is on a smaller scale. And on a smaller scale, you have to market completely different than the wealthy market.
Right.
You have to market.
We're only talking the AZ market. Not the bigger outside of the box.
All I'm saying is, even if it's just business, it's a bad idea.
No,
that's bad. Even if it was like, it's just business.
You speaking
that's a bad idea.
Integrity and morals. I get it.
No. Okay, let's take integrity and morals out of it. Piling artists on a stage like that,
I agree,
is not good. It's not a good idea.
I agree. It's
not a good idea.
Okay,
I don't care. I don't care if you do this for 5 or 6 years. I don't care if you build a little tiny, little small, you know what I'm saying, just a whole. I don't care if you make a whole bunch of money off of it. Eventually, business-wise, eventually, your reputation is going to be found out to make money in the long run.
Let me ask you.
That's the part that people don't understand in business.
BBE ever charged you for any platform that we provided for you?
They think it, like I said, the immediate need, like I said originally. They're thinking about the immediate need and not the bigger picture.
Yeah, that's where morals and integrity.
No, it's not. That's business. That's marketing 101.
He has bid so much value.
Yes, it is.
So I'm wrong for thinking the way I'm thinking because I don't charge no artist to be on my platform.
Hey, did y'all realize that he has put so much value on this show that people fly in out of state and pay to come play.
Said what?
Little than that.
People fly in out of state to come pay to come play.
Few than that.
At the hip hop festival, I know that. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So,
again,
And let me tell you, the people I know, when they went back to Cal, they regretted it. I should have listened.
Don't you think that if his brand is reaching out outside of just Arizona, that his brand has created some form of value? Some form of distracting people.
I don't want to make this about justice. I don't want to necessarily make this about him. It's the bigger picture. It's the bigger picture, because all I'm saying is go look, find because you're not gonna believe me. Go find you a major in marketing at Cambridge or something.
Okay.
Go ask them, and they go tell you.
You've been heard, so I'm trying to get am I wrong? Right? Because I definitely bring my personal opinion. I don't give a fuck with nobody. Anybody feels their thing. I keep my moral compass and integrity aligned when I do business, because I have personal dealings with everybody outside of business. Business isn't. I care about my business tremendously. I'm not trying to say that I'm putting my business on the back burner for other people. But my thing is, we're all men and women first, so I care about that more so than the business part of things. So I keep my integrity and my morals aligned. So I don't charge artists for my platform. I'd rather put in the footwork myself instead of the artist doing it. Sell tickets, woo doo woo. Nah, I'm out here in the streets. I'm politicking. I'm selling tickets. Hey, come to this show. Woo doo woo. That I did not charge an artist a dime for.
Everybody got a recipe, so everybody cooked their cake.
I'm not saying that he's wrong for the pay to play. I'm saying it's just a matter of perception. So I'm just trying to say that to highlight the feel like it's not necessarily wrong what he's doing, but because you're on the opposite end of the spectrum, you don't
everybody
agree.
cake their cake differently, but everybody cake ain't good.
You don't agree with what he's doing.
It ain't good.
You don't agree with what he's doing. Because you're on the opposite
No, it's not. No, a businessman would not agree with what he's doing.
It's not about that.
I
The
disagree with that.
The goal in any business. Hold on. The goal in any business is longevity. Right or wrong, the goal in any business is longevity.
A lot of businesses believe in this because that's why he gets sponsorship. People would not put their business and sponsorship.
If you create a company, Stick, what is your goal?
That the brother was doing good business.
Is your goal not to stick around for the rest of your life and you have a huge company that you just have with a good reputation, and somewhere down the line you could be that company to be like been around since 1984? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want to be that company? Ain't that the goal in any business?
If you throw in a hand that's been successfully ran for over 9 years, don't you think that you're creating?
No, because that model is you see it's being talked about. People like me talking about it. You got people, because it's not just with the event shows, it's also with the mixtapes. They did this with the mixtapes too. Y'all think this is just with events? Y'all think this is just with the events? This is also with the mixtapes. Remember everybody was posting their pictures. Look, Jadakiss inboxed me. Look, Fat Joe inboxed me. Look, Lil Bow Wow inboxed me. Look, Game inboxed me. All these motherfuckers was getting, and they was really thinking that they was being inboxed, and then they was charging for these mixtapes, only for it to be about 215 motherfuckers that paid $500 to $1,000 to be on a mixtape that's not being promoted anywhere. Scam.
On a mixtape.
The jig is up. Technology is here now. The jig is up. People are gonna start getting upset, just like the system that we live in. On a smaller scale, people are gonna get upset. They're gonna be like, this is some bullshit. People like me are gonna speak up, and people are gonna wake up and they're gonna realize and get liberated. Like, I'm wasting my fucking money. I'm wasting my money. I've been doing this for how many years and they ain't got me nowhere yet. Wasting my money. And if you throwing a festival for 9, 10, whatever years, that many years, you gotta have a better system of doing things by now. You gotta have some kind of celebrity to bring to that stage. You bring a celebrity, and that's a smart business move because you bring a celebrity to that stage, you not only gonna get money off of it, you gonna get respect off of it from the artist.
I hear you. What type of celebrity do you think you
But
should
look,
bring?
right now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So shit, fuck it. I'm gonna keep piling artists on top of each other.
If it ain't broke, that's exactly the model right now. If it ain't broke, why try to fix it?
I don't know nobody that made it out of South by Southwest. I know artists who went like the Baby, but he didn't get exposure from that.
I hear you, and that's big.
How many major artists be at Southwest by South whatever?
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's another. That's why I said it's not just here. It's all over the place. It's all over the place, man. It's all over the place, man. So I just want people to understand and not get exploited. And hopefully the people doing the events can see that they're exploiting and saying, you know what, I gotta stop doing this. This shit ain't cool. I got enough money now to do it the right way. I'm gonna start doing it the right way.
Your message, man, is definitely enlightening.
I got enough money now.
Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Your perspective is the way you explain yourself and shit.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, fam.
You know what I'm saying? It's definitely to be felt. And shit.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you was able to come over here and, you know what I'm saying, and chop it up and give people a clear perspective as in the mind of Fe'la.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate you for giving me a platform to be able to speak about it.
No doubt, my nigga, man.
Me and my boy Lottie. Shout out to the big three. We got 6 Keys and King Lottie, which is right next to me right here. We doing big things. The Dynasty, we about to be doing a lot of big things. I forgot to throw that in there. I know the topics was out. But yeah, man, I'm collabing with 2 dope artists. We're bringing our stuff together.
What y'all doing? Y'all doing
man, we about to
do a compilation.
We got a lot of
album together.
A lot of things.
A lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff. But just know that it's coming.
It's in the works, man.
It's
y'all
in the works.
Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout real soon.
Go get Rehab. Go download Rehab. Rehab is an album for the insecure, and I think most of us, if not all of us, are. Rehab. Go download Rehab. You can find it everywhere. Just type my name in that y'all see in the description and look it up. Preferably Spotify. Thank you, Spotify.
Got any special shout outs?
I want to shout out to my mom, even though she probably ain't gonna watch this. She don't be watching no podcast. But I do want people to know that I love my mama. I want to give a shout out to my team, the Dynasty. I want to give a shout out to Stick, my brother. I want to give a shout out to the culture of Arizona, hip hop. Y'all get y'all shit together, man. Get it together, please. Get it together. Cause there's gonna be a lot of, you never know who might lead this motherfucker and be like, I ain't never coming back. That niggas was talking all that shit to me. It's all love though from here though. It's all love. It's always gonna be love. Peace and love.
Man, thank y'all for tapping in. Soundbites 360. Man, the motherfucking Blessed Brew Show.
We out.